And let me share. Okay, so here we'll have one primary server. Okay, one primary server. We'll have one secondary server. Okay, dual role, guys, dual role. Okay, and these two servers has to communicate, right? These two servers has to be in a same domain and all. Okay, so that's why we'll configure a AD server, Active Directory, for creating the users. Okay, for creating the groups, the group logging concept, everything I'll show you guys a real-time setup. Okay, so that's why we should have one server for AD, Active Directory. AD or DC, guys, or ADDS, ADDS or DC, only DC. ADDS means Active Directory Domain Services, or DC means Domain Controller. Okay, earlier Windows Server 2012, sorry, Windows Server 2008 8R2. Okay, we'll call this as a DC. DC means domain control. Both are same only. AD or DC, both are same only. Earlier we are going to call this as a DC domain controller. From Windows 2012 onwards, it was ADDC, Active Directory Domain Services. Okay, so for this we'll configure one more server. So total how many servers, guys? For AD one server, for primary one server, for secondary one more server, total 3 servers. So we'll build 3 servers, guys. We'll build 3 servers. And listen carefully. From today onwards, if you want to practice with the real-time setup, you should have 8 GB. Why? Because you are going to create 3 machines, right? Okay, we are going to create 3 machines. For Active Directory, you can give 1 GB, 1024 MB. For primary server, you can give 2 GB, 2048 MB. Okay, and for secondary server, you can give 1 GB, 1024 MB. Total how much, guys? 4 GB it will be. 1 GB, 2 GB, 1 GB, 4 GB. Remaining 4 GB you can use for your local Windows processes and all. So to practice with real time, you should have 8 GB from today onwards. Or else you can go for virtual VMs, Azure VMs. Okay, whatever I'm doing here, you can do the same thing in the Azure VMs also. Whatever I'm doing here, you can do the same thing in the Azure VMs, and you can configure it using Azure VMs also. Okay, clear? Is it clear? RAM and all. Everyone, please, to practice these things, we should have 8 GB. If you don't have Azure account, okay, please upgrade your laptop to 8 GB. If you are using 4 GB, buy 4 more GB. Okay, it will be around, if it is a second hand, it will be around 1000 rupees extra. If it is 8 GB, okay, buy an 8 GB RAM. If you have 4 GB plus 8 GB, total 12 GB. Total 12 GB. So excellent machine. It will be very helpful for you in the future also. So for 8 GB extra RAM, you have to pay 2000 rupees. For new RAM, I guess it will be 3500 or 4000 it will be. Okay, buy it and you can use, you can change, you can add the RAM by yourself. It's not a difficult task. Just go to the YouTube, check it how to open the laptop, and once sometimes you have to open the keyboard, guys. You have to open the keyboard. There you can see RAM slot, you can add the existing RAM. Okay, or sometimes you have to open the back door. You have to open the back door. Okay, so then also you can insert the new RAM and all. You can buy, and before buying the RAM, make sure just check it whether the RAM is DDR3 RAM, DDR4. Okay, RAMs also. If it is old laptop, usually DDR3 RAMs will be there. If it is a new laptop, DDR4 RAM will be there. So before buying with anyone in the OLX and all, please check it whether it is a DDR3, DDR4, which RAM it will support in your laptop, which RAM it will support. Please check it and you can proceed and you can buy it, guys. Clear? Any issues, any doubts, please? Right, done. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, we'll create 3 servers in the Oracle VirtualBox. We'll create first step, guys. Let me go with step by step. And again, guys, today's topic is completely Windows topic. If you don't understand, please leave it. No issues at all. Okay, step 1, create 3 VMs. Step 2, install Windows servers, Windows 2012 on all the 3 VMs. Okay, step 3, once we just did all these things, then we have to go. Please mute it, guys. Please mute it. Once we have completed these 2 steps, what we have to do, guys? Step 3, we have to disable the Windows firewall service. Why? Because all the servers has to communicate with each other. In the organization, we don't do this step. Okay. Windows team don't disable the firewall. It's a security constraint. It's a security threat. If you disable the Windows firewalls, hackers can easily attack. They will add some extra rules and all. Okay. So that we don't want to discuss. Why? Because this is Windows topic, right? Step 4, we are going to assign static IP address for all the 3 machines. Static IPs for all the 3 machines. And step 5 will change the computer names, server names. Once this is done, machines will communicate with each other. Communication. For communication, we have to do. For communication between the machines, we have to do these 3 steps, guys. Once this communication is done, who is that, guys? Who is that? Suresh? Done. Okay. Once this is done, once these 3 steps are done, then you can finally, okay, install ADDS, Active Directory Domain Services, in the AD machine. Okay. Then add node 1. We'll call servers as nodes, guys, from today onwards. Node 2. Add node 1 and node 2. Node 1 means primary server, node 2 means secondary server. Okay. Node 1 and node 2, okay, in the AD setup. Right? That's it, guys. We'll do all these steps. Of course, today we cannot clear all these steps. Okay, we cannot complete all these steps. Let's see how many we can complete. Once these 3 are completed, then it's very easy, guys. We can go for these 2 steps easily. But as of now, we haven't created these 3, right? So let's create these 3 VMs, okay, so that we can go for these 3 steps today, right? So what I can do before doing, guys, please monitor your RAM usage and all. Why? Because now we are going to start 3 machines. Please monitor your RAM and CPU. And for this practice, please keep monitoring your RAM and CPU every time. If the CPU reaches 95%, it will be very difficult and kill any unwanted processes are there. Okay, some unwanted processes will be there. So kill it, no problem. Okay. So that, see, any disk I'm not using now, I'm just killing it. Okay, so that SQL Server currently I'm not using it. Let me close it, or else let me stop from here. Stop the machine. Okay. Yes. Yes, again. As I'm not using it, I'm stopping. Why? Because this is a local machine, local SQL Server. Guys, don't stop any SQL Server in the organization. To manage my resources, I'm stopping all the unused resources. That's it, guys. Okay, please don't think in that way. Okay, and let me go and check any another unwanted user CPU processes are there. Google crash handler. Let me end task. Some process, sometimes you cannot kill it. Background processes. Chalo, no problem. If you can't kill it, no problem. You can leave it. Okay. Let me check. Dhananjay. Guys, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let me kill other processes. Dhananjay, can you please reconnect? Okay, done. I'm just minimizing my RAM and CPU usage, guys. Chalo, no problem. Now 3341, that's okay. Let's try to create machines, guys. Let me open Oracle VM now. I'll create 3 machines. I'll install Windows operating system on all the 3 machines. As per these steps, okay. If you are doing in Azure, no issues. Why? Because in the Azure, you will already get with the operating system, right? Nothing to worry. So now I have to proceed with these 2 steps. First 2 steps: create 3 VMs, install Windows 2012 on all the 3 VMs. Okay, so what I can do, batch 40 is there, right? Let me delete this batch 40 VMs. As we are not using, let me remove it. Delete all the files. Okay. Subhani.
Sir, sorry, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, done. Let me create 3 VMs, guys. New. Okay, B42 Active Directory. Done. So let me go to the Microsoft Windows machine. Windows. Done. And Windows 2012 I am going to install. Windows 2012 64-bit. Next, you know, right? You know. Now this time again, don't ask me how to create these VMs and all. If you are attending from the beginning, we have already created these VMs in the beginning of the classes itself. So I'm going to give 22 GB for each machine, 2048. Next, Create virtual disk now. Next, VDI file dynamically allocated. I'm going to give 25 GB, that's fine. I'll store these files in my E drive. Okay. This PC, in which drive I have enough free space. Oh my God. Okay, let me go to the D drive. Okay. Why I don't have free space in the E drive? Oracle VMs, B38 VMs, right? B38 VMs. Why we have B38 VMs? Do we have anything? No, right? So let me delete it. I'm just cleaning my E drive, guys. Okay, nothing to worry. I'm just cleaning my E drive. Oracle VMs, B38 VMs. Let me delete the whole folder. Shift delete. Okay, done. B39 VMs, nothing is there. Shift delete. Nothing is there. Prod server. Shift delete. Nothing is there. Shift delete. Batch 41. Okay, let it be. No issues. Okay. Chalo. Now how much free space is there in the E drive? 70 GB. That's fine. Okay. Now let me go to this. Here, what I'm going to do, the E drive, I'll create a batch 42 VMs, right? So here I'm going to save batch 42 active directory. Okay. Create it. First one VM is created. Let me create the other two VMs, guys. New. This time I'll create B42 node 1, or else what we can say primary. Okay. Let me go with the machine names. Node 1, Microsoft Windows 2012. Next. Let me change the path to the E drive, guys. Not D, E, right? E, batch 42 VMs, B42 node 1. I want 25 GB. Yeah, thank you. Done. Okay, second machine is created. Let me create third machine. B42 node 2. Windows 2012. Next, create, next, change the path. This time I'll keep it in a D drive. Okay. Control Shift N.
Yes, sir.
Sir, 1 GB
No problem. E drive is already occupied with 25, right? So I'm just creating in D drive. Okay. In the E drive, we have 70 GB only free space. 71 GB free space is there. So I have already used 25 plus 25, 50 GB I have already used. So third machine I'm creating in the D drive. Wantedly I'm creating in the D drive. Okay. Then what I have to do, guys? Can anyone tell me now? 3 VMs are created. Now I bought 3 new laptops. What I have to do now?
Start on one by one.
Start. We can directly start it.
No, right click on double click.
Double click. We can start it. You bought the new laptop. You can start it immediately.
Install Windows servers.
Install Windows.
First we have to install, right? So go to settings. Go to settings of each machine. Go to storage. Attach the Windows operating system empty. Okay. And Windows 2012. I'm going to install Windows 2012 on all the VMs. Let me attach the same software in all the VMs, guys. Settings, storage, empty CD. Now you are inserting Windows 2012 CD. Here is that. Yes. Click OK. Do the same thing for Windows third machine. Settings. Okay. And storage, empty CD. Select and Windows 2012. Done. Okay. Now you can start and you can start installing the OS. Double click on the Active Directory, the machine will start. Don't start all the 3 machines. Guys, you have to manage the things very properly. Okay. So very basic thumb rule. Don't start all the machines all the 3 machines at a time. Once you started, all the 3 will try to consume the resources, your laptop will be hanged. Immediately they will try to occupy the resources, RAM and CPU, your laptop will be hanged, guys. If you are using 8 GB, make sure you are properly managing the resources. Otherwise, definitely your laptop will be hanged and you'll feel very slowness in the laptop. Okay, if you have 12 GB, that's okay, fine. Mine is 12 GB. Okay, but if you are having 8 GB, if you are 4 GB, you cannot practice like this, but you can still practice without real-time setup. But with real-time setup, you cannot practice with a 4 GB, guys. Okay, don't start all the VMs at a time. So make sure you start one by one. Once one VM is started, wait for 1 minute, start another VM. Okay, so in that way you will get these notifications, guys. Close it. We don't there is no use of these notifications. Of course, you know, right, how to install Windows 2012. Next, install now. I want to select the edition. I want to go with the standard with the GUI or data center with the GUI. Whatever edition you want to choose now only. Go for the same edition for all the 3 VMs also. Let me go with the data center with the GUI. Okay, no need to explain, but still I'm explaining. For all the 3 VMs, I will choose the same fourth option only, last option. Next, custom 25 GB. Next, that's it, guys. Installation started. Usually it will take 10 to 15 minutes. So what I'm going to do, I'll initialize the installation on all the 3 VMs. It will take time. By tomorrow, the machines will ready. Okay. Tomorrow we'll discuss how to configure Active Directory. If we have time, sir, we have time, then the class will go to up to 9:30. If you are okay, I'll discuss now itself. Or no, sir, we'll discuss tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll discuss. But let me initiate the OS installation on all the machines. This is second machine. I'm start installing the OS. Okay. Okay, no problem. Okay, so no issues. We'll continue the class tomorrow, but we'll go for up to 9 o'clock. We'll see how many installations will be done. Okay, then we'll continue from tomorrow. Keep on checking your resources, guys. Definitely it will see here. Mostly for Windows 10 machine, this is the drawback. Disk will go to 100% very easily. Okay, if in these 3 resources, if any resource reaches 100%, your machine will perform very slowly, guys. If you open right click, it will take 5 minutes to open the right click. Okay, so keep monitoring it, and in case if you found any resources taking more CPU, more memory, more disk, try to kill the unwanted sessions or unwanted processes using task manager, guys. Okay, keep monitoring it. Next, install now. Last, okay, last with the GUI. If you install 1 and 3 core installation, guys, you don't get a GUI option, so you'll get a black command prompt screen. Some of you have already experienced the same in the beginning, so go with the GUI only. That's it. Second installation is initialized. Okay, and let's go with the third installation, guys. On third machine, we'll go for installation. Oracle Virtual Box Manager, double click on it. Now you can see my CPU memory will go to 90%. CPU goes to 85%, guys. Of course, it will go up and down. That's okay, but memory won't go down. Okay, why? Because now currently 4 machines are running. One is my laptop and 3 are my Windows servers. So total 4 machines are running, which is using the same memory, right? So memory will keep increasing, but it won't decrease until you stop the machines. The memory won't decrease. Okay, and if you see here disk 100%, okay, and you can see here 6.6 MB per second, your virtual box manager is taking more disk. Okay, so definitely if it is keep showing the same 100%, after some time it will be hanged, guys. And if you have only 4 GB RAM, don't practice like this. Okay, if you have 4 GB RAM, you can skip this. Simply install 2 instances in your local laptop. See, I have 2 instances in my local laptop, right? 2 instance. One is B42 migration demo, one is default instance. You can configure log shipping, you can configure mirroring, you can configure replication. You cannot configure clustering, so you cannot work clustering. You cannot practice always on also. So you can practice, if you are having only 4 GB RAM, you can practice only 3 concepts: log shipping, mirroring, and replication. You cannot practice Windows clustering. If there is no Windows clustering, there is no SQL Server and there is no always on. So you cannot practice those 2 topics. It is the status of my first VM. 27% is completed. Second VM, 3% is completed. If anyone wants disconnect, you can disconnect, guys. Installation is already done, initiated, so nothing to worry. Okay, so tomorrow what we are going to do is, tomorrow, once these machines are ready by tomorrow, then we'll, as per these steps, what are the next steps, guys? We have to do these 3 steps for communication. We'll disable the Windows firewall service. We are going to assign static IP addresses. We'll change the server names, guys. These are very simple. It won't take much time. And then we'll install the Active Directory domain services tomorrow, and then we'll set up the AD. Tomorrow I'll show you how to create a group logins in the AD. Of course, we don't create it, but it's always good to have some knowledge how to create a group login, how to create individual user in the AD. Then once we have discussed about the AG level users and all, if there is a time permits, tomorrow we'll start log shipping, guys. Sunday also I'll take the class. Okay, Sunday also there is a class. As I said, I'm going to compensate yesterday's class on Sunday, guys.
సార్ మీ క్లాస్లో నిన్న స్టూడెంట్ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది అనుకున్నారు సార్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్లో?
విన్నాక ఏం బాగోదండి, ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసాక బాగుంటుంది.
నా ఉద్దేశం అదే సార్.
ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తే డెఫినెట్గా బాగుంటుంది. ఓకేనా, ప్రాక్టీస్, అందుకని నేను ముందు నుంచి చెప్తాను, ప్రాక్టీస్. నా క్లాసెస్ వింటే మీరు 4 to 5 years ఇంటర్వ్యూ క్రాక్ చేయగలరు. 4 to 5 years వర్క్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ కూడా మీరు ఈజీగా వర్క్ కూడా మేనేజ్ చేయగలరు. ఆ లెవెల్లో మనం చెప్పుకుంటాం. Next, install now. Data center with GUI. Next, I accept the license terms. Next. Advanced. Next. Once this installation is done, we have to set up password screen. Password screen you will get at the end of the installation. Once 100% is done, the last screen will be password setup. You have to give password for Active Directory machine. You have to give password for node 1. You have to give password for node 2. So don't give different passwords, guys. Give a strong password so that you can manage the passwords and all. Okay. If you give for node 1 Active Directory, you give different password. Node 2 give different password. While logging in, you will definitely forget about the. We are very excellent in remembering the passwords, right? So definitely we'll forget the password. So make sure you give a strong password. Choose a strong password throughout the course. Use the same password, guys. Okay. Chalo, let's do one thing, guys. In the meantime, we'll discuss users. Okay. So let's discuss about these users, guys. Ramapriya. Okay. So first of all, SSMS is different. Oracle VMs are different completely. Okay. So once you install SQL Server, then you are going to use SSMS to connect to the SQL Server. But VMs and SSMS, there is no way related. Okay. So no need to install SSMS in the local VM, in the local laptop, your laptop. Okay. But usually that is a different, completely different, and VMs are completely different. And we are going to create a SQL Server in each VM, right? So we don't use SSMS in the local VM. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Sir, one of my instance when I'm restoring the backup,
Okay.
taking the backup, the file is getting stored in that particular location. But when I trying to restore it, it's not. The file is not visible there.
Not visible.
Yeah, for that particular instance only. Other instances, if I'm restoring it through other instances, it's okay.
Wait, 1 minute. Okay. So instance means you are referring a database.
Can I share my screen, sir?
Yes, please.
I'll show you.
Let me give you the access. Yes, let me stop sharing. Yeah, you can share your screen.
Sir, in this instance,
Okay.
sir, see, suppose I'm taking the backup of this database.
Okay.
And
It was already there with the same name. If you want, you can change it first.
yes, sir.
Okay.
So this is the path, sir.
Okay. Done.
Okay.
Yeah. That's okay. No problem. You can.
So if I'm see, it is supposed to be there, sir.
Hmm.
If I'm going to my computer and opening that path, it's showing there, but generally it won't show there, sir, most of the times.
There is one chance, might be you are giving the same name, so it is appending to the existing backup. Or if you are overwriting also, it should be there. Might be you gave a different path. By default, when you right click, take the database backup, it will go to a different location. Go and check in the default location, it will be there. Default backup location. Might be by mistake, it went to default backup location. That is the reason.
Okay, sir, but sometimes it mostly it won't show there, sir.
No, nothing like that. There is no such issue. Only reason is your misunderstanding. That's it. You might give some separate path and you are checking in a separate path. That is the only reason. If you click OK, you will get it. E-master files. Huh? What is that? What
Yes,
is
sir.
it? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. E-master
See,
files.
sir.
Please
Master
open
files,
master
master
files
files.
folder.
Yeah, it's there, sir. It's happening, but yesterday it's not taking the backup file. It's not showing the backup file there.
No, not that. That is not the case. Might be path is different. That is the only case.
Yes, sir. When I'm performing that migration,
Okay. Might be path
then
is
it's
different. Might be you misunderstood this path and all. Okay. Chalo. Okay.
I checked it properly, sir.
See,
Okay. It's okay.
now you only check it, right?
Yes, sir. It's happening now, sir. That's what I'm.
Now you only check it. See, it's not like that. It's not working. Might be path can be different, right? In overlook, you might give different path and all.
Yes. Okay.
So it won't like tomorrow. It will work as tomorrow is. What is that? What is the date of yesterday, guys?
Yesterday, 3.
Yesterday Thursday. As yesterday is Thursday, today is Friday. It won't work like that, right? So
No,
it
sir.
will work.
Believe me, sir. It's not working, sir.
That's what I'm saying. It will work, Raghu. Might be you misunderstood, or in the overlook. Sometimes I'll also feel like that. In the overlook, might be it was placed in different location. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
Okay,
one
done.
minute.
Yes, no problem. Okay. So let me explain about the users, guys. Okay, users. How we are going to detect whether the user is a local user or domain user. Domain, okay, we'll create a domain, right? We'll create whatever, like now on till now we just created a individual machine. Now the machines will be in domain. For example, you're working for Infosys domain. What will be the server name, guys? If the computer name is node1, okay, the server name will be like this, infosys.com. If you're working for Accenture company, if the computer name is node1, okay, the complete name, this is called, okay, fully qualified domain name, FQDN, fully qualified domain name, guys. Sometimes they will ask you, hey, can you please ping me FQDN name? FQDN name means they are asking the complete name, guys, complete server name. Okay, they are asking the complete server name, that is called FQDN. If you go to this PC properties, generally your laptop, this PC properties, okay, let me show you. You can see only work group domain, guys. By default, all the servers are in work group domain only. So if you go to this PC domain, this PC computer name, there you can see fully qualified domain name, guys. Let me go to the properties. Okay. So if it is in work group, you can see just work group. It won't be a part of the existing domain and all. Why? Because first of all, this laptop is not added into any domain, guys. Just go and check your work laptop, office laptop. If you are attending from the office, go to this PC, go to this PC properties. There you can see, okay, what is the domain name and all. Just go and check it, guys. I hope, okay, 3-4 people connected using office laptop, right? Go and check it. Go to this PC properties. You can check it. What is the computer name and all. You can see computer name with the domain name, guys. At the end of the computer name, you can see domain name. If you're working for Infosys company, might be your laptop fully qualified domain name will be laptop name.infosys.com. Okay. If you're working for a separate project, you're working for New York Life Insurance project. Okay. Your computers will be in that project only. Your computer name dot your project name.com, guys. You're working for DMart project, your computer name will be, the server's names will be server name.dmart.com. Are you working for Amazon company? The server's names will be server name.amazon.in or server name.amazon.com or server name.flipkart.com. So the domain, okay, we are going to create the domain, guys. Okay, so what I'm going to create one domain, either Microsoft.com or Google.com. Your wish, which company is your dream company, or which company you are working as of now, for which company you're working. You can create the domain with the same company name so that you will feel like a real-time setup. You will feel that you are touching the real-time servers, guys. Okay, so try to create the domain with that name, right? Fine. So there is a difference between user. I told you, right, in this diagram. In this diagram, if you go to this diagram, let me go to this diagram, guys. Here, if you create any user, if you create user individual in the machine, the username will be machine name / your username. Imagine if I create Divya in this server, the server name is node1, the username will be node1 / Divya. If it is a local user means if in the server you just created this local user, so the username will be computer name / your username. If you created the user the same Divya in the domain, the username will be domain name / username, guys. Domain name / username. Okay. So imagine you just created user in the node1. Once this Active Directory setup is completed, you should be in a position to identify the local user, domain user, local group, domain group, local admin, domain admin, guys. You should be in a position to understand these three terminologies. Local user means your computer name / username. Okay, imagine Divya is created in the local server. My server name is node1. So local user means node1 / Divya. If the same Divya is created in the domain, my domain name is Infosys company, Infosys / Divya. Means if Divya is selected for Infosys, depends upon the Divya's project. Divya username will be divya@infosys.com, or while logging into the servers, you have to give name like this, Infosys, the domain name / Divya. Tell me, guys, if Divya is working for Google company, what is the domain name for Divya?
Google
Google / Divya. Okay. If Madhavi is working for Accenture company, what is the domain username for Madhavi?
Accenture
Accenture / Madhavi. Done. Right. This is called domain. Domain means a domain name / username, that is called domain user. Computer name / username, that is called local user, guys. Now, can you implement the same concept? I have SQL DBA group in my local machine. Okay. So my local machine name is node1. Now tell me, what is the SQL DBA group name?
node1 / group name.
That's it. Node1 / SQL DBA. Now I am working for Infosys company. My group name is SQL DBA. Now tell me the domain group name.
Infosys /
Infosys
group name.
/ SQL DBA. That's it, guys. Infosys / SQL DBA. This is your domain group name. Domain name / group name, that is domain group. Domain name / username, that is domain user. Computer name / username, that is local user. Computer name / group name, that is local group, guys. In this way you can identify. Now tell me, local admin means administrator. My computer name is node1. What is the local admin name? And my domain is Microsoft. Okay, what is the domain administrator name, guys? What is the local admin name? What is the domain admin name? Tell me, guys. My computer name is node1. Very good, excellent. Node1 / admin.